Hey everyone, Waj Gaming here, back again with another video. We're back. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a little sync grid guide for Lana and Araquanid. So she will be appearing as a normal spotlight banner tomorrow. So what I thought we'd do is look at the passive stats and the sync grid. This is also the first time I'm looking at the stats. I like to look at the data mine too much until like the day before the release of the new Pokemon. So let's get into it. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, do like the content, and do share it around, and hit the join button down below and become a member of the Waj gang. So let's get into it. So Lana and Araquanid, stats and movesets. Let's look at her 20 out of 20. Again, this site needs to update. They use stats at level 130, but we know their stats at level 135. HP 658, attack 274, defense 297, special attack 230, special defense 314, speed 164. So it's rounded. It's a bit slow by looking at the stats, but it's okay. Move gauge has got a water gun. Not really that good of a move. Special move, attacks an opponent. Wide guard, so it's got something similar to Probopass, and it's only got one. Leech life, which we've seen from Bombi, and it's got Carpe Diem, so users a maximum 3 slots of the user's move gauge based on the amount used. This move raises an all allied sync pairs attack and defense up to by 4 stats, makes all ally heals gradual heal themselves, and I think it's just once. Yeah, it's just once. That's nice. So you can get +4 attack, +4 defense, and gradual healing if you just do that at the start of the battle. Then the main base power is 250 of the sync move, Seaside, Sister, Hydro Vortex, and doesn't do anything. It's got group fire guard and group water guard, so your whole team will be resistant to fire and water, so it will reduce the damage by them. And it's got propelling strike 9, charges the user's move gauge by 1 when a tap move is successful. We've seen this on the bait and Surfetched, but this has now got it on the passives, so that's nice. So whenever you use a move here, you automatically get 1 move gauge refreshed. Onto the sync grid. At 1 out of 5, you've got unbending, you've got stalwart, so your defenses can't get lowered. Carpe Diem, move gauge refresh 3, which is nice to have on 1 out of 5. Refreshing Rain as well at 1 out of 5. Leech Life, move gauge refresh 3. So if you are going at 1 out of 5, ideally you can straight away go for this option, where you can have your defenses not being lowered, Leech Life, move gauge refresh, Refreshing Rain, and Carpe Diem, and you can just save the rest of your sync orbs. So that's at 1 out of 5. I think as well it's a support unit. Yeah, it's a support unit. And at 2 out of 5, let's reset this. 2 out of 5, we now get Rain Gear, which we've seen on Kyogre. So reduces the damage when the Pokemon is hit by an attack move whenever it is rainy. Water Gun, move gauge refresh 3. It's got Vigilance in that tank. It's got Endurance. It's got Catalytic Cure, so it has a small chance of restoring the HP when a move is successful. It's got Critical Strike 1. It's got Block and Charge, so charges the move gauge by 1 when it nullifies an opponent's move when in a defensive posture. So that's when it's in wide guard. It can defend. Let's check out what we can get at 2 out of 5 as a grid. If you want to, I'll definitely go for Vigilance as it is a support unit. I'll definitely go for Endurance. You don't really need Critical Strike 1 because it's a support and you just want it to defend. I'll definitely go for up here Leech Life, move gauge refresh, Catalytic Cure. You can even go for Refreshing Rain if you want to put it in a rain team. And let's see. So you have this option where you can go for increasing your defenses up here. So unbend, install, and you can go for the leech life route with vigilance and your endurance. Or if you don't want that, you can go for refreshing rain. And you have 7 extra to go for, and you can probably just use some extra power-ups to power up your defenses over here. The best option would be to go down. Now moving on to 3 out of 5, and I will be summoning her, but I'm only going to aim for 1 out of 5. If you've seen my Koga and my Groundon summons, I did spend a lot of gems on them. I don't want to spend too much on this. I just want at least 1 copy. If I don't get the copy in the bonuses, then hey, I'm going to be doing dailies. That I'm not going to go all out on these ones. But at 3 out of 5, you get Racing Rain 2, which we've seen. So quickly charges the move gauge when the weather is rainy. You get Tough Cookie. The more the defenses have been risen, the more it powers up move. You get HP trade-off 4. The less HP the user has remaining, the more it powers up moves. And we've seen this in other sync pairs. It's got Stamina Reserve 6, so once per battle charges the move gauge by 6 when the user is in a pinch. Carpe Diem move gauge refresh 9. I'm not sure you need that because your stats are going to be +4 attack, +4 defense, and gradual healing. So you probably only want 1 refresh on that, just if you want to max out your stats and use that gradual heal later. You've got Block and Heal 9. So restores the user's HP when it nullifies an opponent's move, and that looks really good. And you've got Wide Guard MP Refresh 5. That is amazing. Refresh 5. Let's check what grid we can go for. At 3 or 5, you've got a lot of options here. So what I'd do is I'd go for this route where you definitely would want vigilance. I'd definitely go down here to get the Wide Guard MP Refresh and the Block and Heal 9. And you can definitely go for, where is it? Refreshing Rain 1. And I'd go for a Rain Gear as well. And let's see what else. I think, yeah, so I'll go for this route. So Rain Gear 1, Refreshing Rain 1, Vigilance. I've just gone for this route because I'll take Endurance. And yeah, so you got Wide Guard and then you got Block and Heal. If you don't want the Endurance, you can go for Water Gun, Move Gauge Refresh, and then you can opt for these 2 defensive tiles. Just because when you are attacking, you are then healing with Refreshing Rain. And that's what you want on this. And when you're not attacking, you want the Wide Guard, so you can basically just recover. And we see Block and Heal at 9 on Obstagoon, Block and Heal. You can opt for another Leech Life grid, so let's go over here. You definitely want the Leech Life Move Gauge Refresh 3, Leech Life Catalytic Cure 1, Refreshing Rain 1 with Rain Gear, and we've got 19 more to play with, so I'd definitely go for Vigilance again, Leech Life, and then Endurance. I'd always take Endurance and Vigilance over anything over there, especially on this grid. I don't really feel like you need Critical Strike 1 or Carpe Diem, Move Gauge Refresh 9. And you don't really want to use, well, you don't really need to use this as an attacker. I mean, the stats are rounded. If you look back at the stats, so 230 special attack, 274 attack. So you can see here already, attack stats are not amazing. So you just want to use this to defend. So those are my grids. That was so yeah. Wait, lucky skill. The lucky skill that I'd put on this would be Unflappable if you have got Vigilance on the grid, on the sync grid. So then it can't get flinched, can't get hit by critical hits, and then you've got the Endurance. What it doesn't have is it can't block itself from status condition, so that will be the weak area. So you may want to pair this up with someone like maybe a Rabombi. Rabombi as well is alone, so it will get that link from the theme skills as well. And this is a water type, so hey, you can pair it up with Kyogre as well. You get extra buffs in it. So that is the end of the video. Do let me know in the comments what sync grid you'll be going for, and if you will be summoning on Lana. And yeah, do like the content, do subscribe, do share it around, and I'll see you all for the next one. See ya.